Believe it or not, 2026 is going to be the best year for every anime fans because when we thought the Isekai wave was slowing down, 2026 hits us with a new title of wave of sequels. Every overpowered hero is making a comeback and is going to be destroy our schedules in the best way possible. And tell me, how many anime have you watched in this list before? And if you watched every anime from this list, then don't worry, in the future I will make more videos of this type. So stay touched and let's dive into the top 10 returning isekai anime that you cannot miss forever. Coming in number 10, we have I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World and Became Unrivaled in the Real World 2. Season 2, from bullied nobody to world-breaking powerhouse, TV story in every underdog dream turned into anime reality. In Season 1, we watched US unlock a hidden door to another world, gaining cheat-like abilities that changed not only his life in the fantasy world but in the real one too. And just when we think he reached his peak overpower status, Season 2 is ready to push things even further with more enemies, more mystery and more drama between two worlds. The line between fantasy and reality gets thinner and the stakes get higher. If you are into instant power scaling, cool gear and seeing a kind heart finally get the love and respect it deserves, then this is your comeback. To look out for. Season 2 carries not just action and magic but the hope of a better life, and that's what makes this story hit hard. Well, in number 9, we have The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic Season 2. Who said healers have to stay in the backline? Usado, the accidental hero with unmatched healing abilities, turned the entire battlefield upside down in Season 1. Instead of just curing wounds, he weaponized his healing magic, punching enemies, rescuing allies mid-fight, and proving that support characters can be absolute beasts too. Season 2 is ready to take this energy to the next level, and Usado faces tougher foes and even more dangerous situations. But beyond the intense action and training arcs, this season will dive in deeper into the bonds of his friendship, self-sacrifice, and what it really means to someone who heals no matter the cost. If you love watching a non-fighter break every rule in the book while still keeping a pure heart, then mark this one on your 2026 watchlist. Healing magic more like healing mayhem. Okay, in number 8, we have Farming Life in Another World Season 2. Who knew a simple farming life in another world could be this peaceful and oddly addictive? In Season 1, we followed Hiraku, a man reborn into a fantasy world after a lonely life on Earth. But instead of becoming a hero or adventurer, he becomes a farmer. Sounds boring, right? But no, Hiraku turns a plot of land into a ever-growing paradise filled with all kinds of races, creatures and chaos disguised as calm. Season 2 promises to take us deeper into this peaceful yet unpredictable world. Expect new characters, more magical farming tools, and a lot of more emotion than you will expect from something so cozy. If you love wholesome fantasy with world building that grows like crops in the sunshine, then this one deserves a spot on your 2026 watch list. Sometimes the quiet life is the real adventure. Coming in number 7, we have Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy Season 3. Makoto Mizumi did not just get isekai, he got rejected by a goddess first, then left a fend for himself in a harsh, unforgiving world. But instead of falling apart, Makoto built his own empire from scratch using sheer will, god-tier archery skills, and some of the most powerful and hilarious companions in the genre, including a dragon who turned into a waifu and a giant spider who became stoic beauty. Season 3 promises bigger battles, deeper world building, and more of Makoto's insane growth as both a leader and a fighter. But here's the real hook. Now that is his power rising, the world finally begins to notice him, and not everyone is happy about it. If you love dark humor, crazy power levels, and a protagonist who does things his own way, Moonlight Fantasy Returns will be one of the 2026 brightest highlights. Coming in number 6, we have one of the most OP anime where female protagonist dominates the whole plot. You know what I am talking about? Yep, you are right. Frieren Beyond the Journey's End Season 2 continues Frieren's journey, focusing on their journey as they travel north to the city of Ende, continuing the journey that they began to fulfill a promise to her original party. It will delve deeper into Frieden's emotional awakening as she confronts her past, the nature of time, and the meaning of life and death. Fern and Stark will also experience significant growth and changing mindsets. The season will feature the first-class mage exam, a significant event where Frieden is banned from the Magical Association, which will complicate the group's future plans. The powerful mage series will play a key role in the season's events, like impacting Frieden and her companions. If you love female protagonists where they dominate the whole plot, then this anime is for you. Coming in number 5, we have our best ever isekai anime, The Eminence in Shadow. Season 3 Shadow Garden is back, and this time the world is finally starting to realize just how terrifying real their imaginary enemies are. Season 1 gave us the legendary birth of Seed Kagano, the ultimate age lord who just wants to look cool in the shadows. Season 2 cracked open mysteries of the cult of Diablos and took the story to a darker, more intense direction. Now Season 3 is set to blow the lid wide open with even more mind-blending rebels, unpredictable schemes, and of course Seed, the guy who accidentally becomes the strongest force in two wars while thinking he just playing along. With plot threads converging and enemies growing stronger, this season will test the limits of what it meant to be control or in the shadows. Expect epic battles, chaotic humor, and the signature overpowered coolness fans cannot get enough of. If you are into a edgy brilliance mixed with pure insanity, you are already waiting for this comeback. In number 4, we have as a reincarnated aristocrat, I will use my appraiser skill to rise in this new world. Season 3, born again into a medieval world where as Ars Luon, our young lord carries one of the most broken abilities in AK history, the power of instantly judge a person's true potential with just a glance. Instead of swinging swords and casting spells, uses wisdom and strategy to recruiting the strongest and most loyal allies before anyone else even notices them. Season 2 laid the foundation of Kingdom Gathering unstoppable force and winning battles through insight, not violence. But Season 3, this is where the real power games begin. Political intrigue, rival nobles, hidden enemies, and the weight of ruling a nation will test our in a way that not appraisal skill cannot solve alone. The anime is not just about strength, it's about leadership, loyalty, and foregoing a future where the weak find purpose and the strong find direction. If you are a fan of smart protagonists who change the world without lifting a blade, Season 3 is a dream come true. In number 3, we have Musako Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Season 3, the grandfather of modern isekai returns, and with it, the complexity of a world built on faith, choices, and the long road to redemption. Rudy's journey from being a aimless broken man to a powerful mage finally hit a turning point in Season 2, where he began to confront not just challenges of the world but the wounds inside himself. In Season 3, we enter the next big arc filled with emotional reunions, deeper magic, and destiny-shattering revelations. This season promises to unfold mysteries around the man god, a powerful figure shaping Rudy's life, the true scale of this world's threat. But at his heart, it's still a story and about a boy trying to do better in a second life, learning to love, to stand up again, and face the future with his strongest heart. Musako Tensei is not just an isekai, it's a character study wrapped in magic, tragedy, and rebirth. Fans know every comeback hits harder than the last, and this anime is one of my most favorite isekai animes. And if you love Musako Tensei, then go and like this video. Coming in number 2, we have another most fan favorite anime. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Season 4, Rimuru Tempest, the slime who became a god. Season 3 delivered a massive shift in power, politics, and purpose as the world began to recognize the Jura Tempest Federation not as the friendly neighbor but as the rising force challenging the strongest nations. Season 4 is set to dive straight into Saint Monster Confederation arc, where Rimuru's peaceful dream is threatened by powerful enemies who fear the change her DD presents. New allies will be tested, ancient forces will awaken, and Rimuru's evolution from a simple slime to a leader of legends will hit its most critical turning point yet. From world-shaking battles to emotional character moments, this season is shaping up to be the true climax of everything Temple stands for. If you are waiting to see Rimuru's unleash his full godlike potential, 2026 is going to be your great year for this anime. In number 1, we have one of the favorite animes, DrZeno, starting life in another world. Season 4, pain, death, despair, and yet hope. Subaru Natsuki's journey is one of the most emotional and mentally challenging stories ever told in Isekai. Season 3 left us at the doorstep of the Watergate City, a place filled with new allies, new villains, and new truths waiting to be uncovered. Season 4 is set to adapt the long-awaited stars and that engrave history arc, and arguably the darkest and the most intense chapter of Subaru's life so far. And this time the stakes are even higher, the enemies are crueler, the challenges more impossible, and Subaru was written by Death's ability may no longer be enough, but it's not just about his suffering, it's about love, loyalty, and how far he will go to save Rem, Amelia, and everyone who believes in him. ReZero is not just an anime that breaks characters, it rebuilds them in every way, leaving fans shattered and inspired. Season 4 is expected to be storm before the calm, and fans around the world are bracing for the impact of this anime. And that's it. If you found something new to watch, so make sure to click the subscribe button for more anime related content and news. And if you want to know the most anticipated anime of 2026, then click the left video. Or if you love isekai anime where your MC is overpowered, then click the right video, and I will see you there.